I like to live in the shade, you know. I
and
don't want to get
he
sunburned.
said something. No,
Oh,
yeah, I told him to.
yep, I've
I
got
don't
you.
care. You
Yeah.
give me my cups back.
If you get enough tattoos, you don't have to put sunscreen on.
Too bad you want your cups back or something.
Yeah, that's
I said,
true. I
yeah,
read
too
Yeah.
bad
that
for you
somewhere for
tonight.
sure.
Well,
Might have been
might have had some
a
knuckle dusters
tabloid,
on
but
the
I
podcast.
never read that.
Yeah.
And he came, yeah, he came back and stabbed me. You know, in the middle of a health inspection. That, can you imagine? I got
Always pass the health inspection.
Well, I mean, I got a $10,000 fine for having blood all over the counter. There's that.
Wow.
Yeah.
But did they
Well,
clean it up
but-
correctly afterwards
Yeah.
and sanitize it?
Wait, is this the health inspectors you were talking about earlier?
Yep.
They fined you for getting blood on the counter when you were
Yeah.
stabbed?
Yes.
What sick bastards. What the
I know.
fuck?
Who would do such a thing?
What the
cannot.
hell?
Awful.
That's disgusting.
Hey, hell of a business idea.
Yeah, for real.
True.
So, a little bit of news, Trevor. Firstly, lovely to see all your faces again. I've obviously not been in town for the best part of 2 weeks, so really good to see you all. I want to kick things off by everyone sort of updating me on maybe important bits I've missed and different things. I guess we'll start with you, Benjamin, and work our way around. If no one's really got any updates, then just pass it on, and then we'll go from there. Just anything I've missed over the past 10 days that I kind of need to know.
Oh goodness. I mean, from like an accounting bookkeeping perspective, the only like big update really was from Helios, which I don't want to like take away his thunder if he hasn't already updated you with some of the things that he's been cooking. So just good shit there. Just know that good shit. In terms of like actually creating our finance report for this week, it seems like most folks, you know, are not quite ready. / there's not much to show at this moment. So I was thinking maybe a monthly report would be more appropriate, just to like, you know, smooth out the fact that, you know, Seth doesn't always have like a weekly sales thing for the Forge. You know, Ass doesn't always have like a race going on. So I think that like the cadence at which that we're moving for the reporting may need to change, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I just think it'll be a little bit more insightful when we do actually do it.
Okay, sweet. Is that everything?
Zahn, have not been able to catch him late at night. I'm not sure if he just hasn't been around or if I just haven't crossed paths with him. So 404 is still kind of a no-go at this point.
Honestly,
I haven't even seen ads for them, so I don't know.
I'm really not that bothered about the casino. I think Billy may know a little bit because I know his group's a little bit involved with Max Angel's casino. By the sounds of things, you know, everyone sort of thinks casino's going to be a bit of a gold mine, but you know, obviously there's a lot of headache with getting it up and running. But by the sounds of things, people aren't really that bothered by them. Which is a shame, but it is what it is, right?
Yeah, it just means we made a good choice with the investment.
What casino is this on?
This is the 404 one.
Okay. No, we got the Beluga.
Yeah, that's Max Angel's thing, right?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
spoke
yeah.
to him a bit about that, and he said he was said it wasn't going too well. Bless him.
Yeah,
it's
just people just don't want to gamble. You know what I mean? Like, so it kind of makes it hard. I mean, I got the plan of once I got this brewery pumping, I'm gonna my plan is to push the crates down there to sell. They're gonna be self-sold from that establishment to hopefully bring some traffic down there, and we'll go from there. There's already a bar set up in there, so I've got keys and all that for it. So
I really like Max Angel, good guy.
Nice, good shit, Billy.
Signy, anything to update me on?
Not particularly, no. Not much has happened after, well, we talked yesterday, I think, but, working on finding work for people. That's what I'm doing right now, and, I feel like there's, a little bit of traction. So I will be starting to work on the kind of more of the business proposal thing and stuff like that, now that I feel like kind of know what it's all about. But yeah, not much to update. Not really, no.
Helios?
I did visit it last week. I had to do a few big purchases for that piece, which
Mhm.
financially meant that I was very much in the red. I won't lie. Did go back in between this week, so I should be good for numbers after that. And a few other projects, technically not the rainforest, but a few other projects that maybe someone might be interested in.
Okay, cool. I know I've spoken to you a little bit about a couple of bits you're working on, but I think it'd be good for me and you to have a sit down and we'll see what we can cook up with the stuff you're working on. If that suits, bro.
Yeah.
All right, Bazin. I know we had a bit of a chat before about how stuff's going with Big Dog, but anything in terms of flight stuff, any media stuff, what's going on with you, man?
Yeah, yesterday we had a talk about my stuff that I'm gonna do in the future. So
Ooh, yes.
other than that, yeah, I'm good.
Okay, cool. Billy, how's I know we had a bit of a chat
Yeah.
yesterday too. Much else going on?
Nah, we're a bit stagnant at the moment. We're waiting for that APO to be approved. So I'm hoping that comes through soon. But until that gets approved, we're sort of at a little bit of a standstill at the moment. But all's looking good. All that legislation around the moonshine and that has been put through. And it's all passed.
I'll chase up that license with Michael and Nino to make sure it gets sorted. Hopefully before the week's done, mate. But
nah, easy.
you know, no promises because you
That's
know
right.
how Nino can be.
Yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool. Otherwise, no, not really. I might look at seeing if we can get the legislation slightly updated rather than just 5 stills per fucking brewing company, and up that to 25 and 5 brewmasters, because 5 and 1 brewmaster is it's nothing. Like whereas up north it was 5 and 5 brewmasters, 5 stills each, you know. There was something else, I can't really remember what it was. It'll probably come back to me, but otherwise, yeah, nothing.
Okay. That all that stuff, I'll obviously have a bit more of an in-depth chat with you, and I'll see if I can get some of that legislation altered. I think because you're one of the first doing it, your business is very much so going to be the sort of test, you know, test money, so to speak, and you know things are going to be tested, altered, and changed because you're one of the first to sort of have that license. So once that's like up and running, everything's in place, then you can probably get cooking, I think.
Yeah.
Phoebe, much from you?
No HR complaints this week or the 3 days before that.
Wow.
That's
Yippee!
Wonderful indeed.
Stuff.
Yeah, that's.
I thought potentially bringing Billy in could be a PR nightmare, but that's good to know.
Hey, and hey,
Yeah,
I don't mix
complain about
business
him
with
a couple
pleasure.
times to myself.
Don't worry, I've actually no, don't worry, I'm gonna end up incriminating myself. Don't worry.
Actually, there was one HR complaint yesterday.
Okay.
It was about Junior Huntley, and I was the victim, and
I was a witness.
HR's conclusion was
So
that
who's the
Junior
headache?
Huntley was going to give the whole business to me, Phoebe Violet, free of charge,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I am now your bosses. So, hey.
All right, guys, been a good meeting. I'll see you next week.
Means Women's Month.
Exactly, Victor. Exactly. Just kidding.
Eliza, how's things been with you? Obviously, you've been out of town a minute, but I did see yesterday you're doing some cool stuff tomorrow. Is that right?
Oh, yes, indeed. We will be holding one of our volunteer meetings tomorrow at around 7 p.m. Eastern. So if anyone is interested in learning more about our upcoming projects or even has suggestions on things that we can work on, you're more than welcome to stop by. We are redoing how we're organizing our community kitchens, so I guess stay tuned for updates on that. And even though there have been the inevitable delays on some of the events we've been working on, we're hoping to be able to hold our Los Santos's most prolific yapper tournament during the first week of April. So hopefully
Wait,
we'll have more
what's it?
details.
Yapper.
Oh, the yap off.
Oh, I got
Or
some
one
bloody
could say,
contenders in that.
the most talkative person, the person who could yap
I'm kidding,
ad
Mike.
infinitum.
Oh my god, Mike would
yeah,
actually
Mike would
win
win the
that.
fuck-
I'm gonna lose that
Oh
one
my
so
god.
bad.
Is it Mike Manx?
Yeah, he would win that
Oh
shit.
my god, he can
Yeah,
talk for
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
days.
Imagine him up against Nino.
Oh, we got to make that happen.
Victor, I've not seen you in a hot minute. How have things been, bro?
Yeah, I actually have to say I haven't really worked anything with the business.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe I can talk to you about one or two ideas later.
Yeah, yeah. We can just chat about it after the meeting if you want, bro.
Yeah. On that, just working PD2 now. Because I haven't told you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, sweet. Couple of bits from me. I want people's opinions on these as well, and like anything we can do to improve these ideas. Like, run it. There's one quite big idea at the end, and I want people's opinion on that quite heavily. But firstly, unfortunately, Bella couldn't be here today. She's not dead, but she's just out of town. And
That's good to know.
Crazy way.
Yes.
Thank
crazy way to
God.
close things, Yeah.
And she's doing I think she mentioned it to the people who were at the meeting last week. She's putting on a event for racers and cops. It's sort of like I think cops drive and then the racers like help giving directions as like the co-pilot type thing. If any businesses or anyone here wants to get involved, make sure to hit her up. She's going to be cooking on that for the next few days. Now she's going to be in town a little bit more. Yeah, I think it's going to be quite a cool concept, and I'd push for some businesses to have some involvement in that.
You
Secondly,
should give them all moonshine, Billy. That would be great.
ooh, good
Go
idea.
get them drunk.
Yeah, before the race.
Get all the cops
Sounds
drunk.
good. Yeah, hey, actually, yeah. And then we can fucking get them charged and get some money off the. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, sorry, I forgot we're a legal. We're a legal business here.
We are we're
not dirty.
Any way to make a
That
bit of profit.
doesn't sound too bad.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
we're
okay.
in
Yeah, make some
business.
money off them. Get them in trouble for being on the piss while they're on duty.
Yes. That would be great.
I like this
Irresponsible
idea.
PD.
Billy,
Can we start
you
with Dylan
missed the-
Sawyer?
Oh, hold on, Billy. Did you miss the bit where Victor said he's currently working for PD Toe?
Yeah, it's all good. We'll start with Dylan Sawyer.
I mean, he's
want
not
to
a
talk
cop.
about.
Yeah.
He's one of the good ones, right?
Oh, Dylan Sawyer. Fuck that guy. By
I
the
hate
way.
him.
Yeah,
Oh my
although I
God.
had to tow your car earlier.
I know,
because
I know.
Billy, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I told him to just. I'm not gonna take the ticket. Just tow my car.
Apparently, you're allowed to
next
shoot
up-
him. Just saying.
Oh, good to know.
Next up, obviously, we got this place here, the Securo Serv HQ. The current plan of action, the top floor is going to be Welsh Dragon stuff, and then bottom floor, or the bottom two floors, hopefully, is going to be all Securo Serv bits. I think the only person who I haven't sorted out with the panel on the panel right now is Billy. So, if you could, Billy, did you bring a key cutter with you by any chance?
No, I didn't.
If you could nip off to City Hall at some point and sort one out, we can get you on the panel.
Right.
I want to use this space as a bit of a hub for businesses and opportunity for people to mingle, have meetings, do whatever they want. Like, actually use the space. I spent a decent wedge of cash in it for a reason. I don't want it to just be sat here. So once everything's all up and running, ready to go, I want it to be used. So any suggestions, anything that want to be changed or added to it, please let me know. And yeah, the only other thing, house related, we've got one parking spot in there, which everyone should have access to there. I'm going to put a company car there, which anyone can use. Does anyone have any suggestions about what car we could use? And please, nothing expensive.
The most expensive one you can buy.
Oh, wild idea.
The tailgate is
Yeah.
pretty good for a getaway car.
Nice.
I mean, like, sorry.
I mean,
Sorry, I
if
didn't mean
we
that.
should probably put like something in that, like can fit 6 people or something.
Like a big SUV or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
that-
Hey, isn't the Granger? You can. Yeah, some people have to stand on the side.
8 people.
Yeah, we can hang off the
Nice.
side, so we're cool.
There you go. Maybe I'll get a Granger for the gaff then. So if anyone does need a car, I'll sort that out in the next few days.
I have a Gresley you can have.
Maybe
Oh,
a
you want-
jetpack.
Say
or-
less. Money
Money for that in the budget?
for what?
For jetpack?
Company jetpack. That's
Company
wild.
jetpack.
Actually,
How
yeah,
much
fuck it.
does
Let's get a
jetpack
private jet. Let's get a private jet.
12 million?
Surely like 1, 2.
No, wait,
So-
10 million, I believe.
10 million.
Ah,
Yeah. Didn't you follow the Kyle Pratt?
Oh yeah.
Hey, hit up Nina for some subsidy.
Yeah, a
No
business
jetpack.
subsidy.
No.
Securo Serv
How much?
jetpack.
He'll be like, how much you need?
Guys,
10
Siny
mil.
has trauma. Siny has
Don't-
trauma.
no,
We
I don't
can't
wanna-
get a
I
jetpack.
don't- No. Or I mean, you can, but yeah.
She was. Wait, Siny. I think you should tell the circle. It's a great story.
Oh. Yep,
Relive
it's a
your
great
trauma
story.
for us real quick.
Yes.
Please
yes,
do, please
I
do.
shall do that. Yeah. Yeah, I got kidnapped by some clowns. They brought me to Osvaldo, who was on a jetpack, and he just gave me a parachute and put me over his shoulder, and up we went, and then down I went. Splat. But I did walk to tell the tale.
Wait, what?
You used that jetpack. No,
Did you
not
not
jetpack.
put
You
the-
used that parachute.
Yeah, it kind of deployed just before I impacted,
Oh,
I guess.
no.
So
Oh,
I was able to get up and walk away.
hadn't been trained how to use it, huh?
I mean, they gave it to me, said do this, and I was like, okay. They wanted to test if it works. So I don't know, kind of inconclusive on that one.
I mean, hey, yeah, I suppose you don't want to test things like that yourself, so I'll give them that.
Yep. So that's why you use me. Haha.
All times I've tested it, I have not walked away, but I think I'm just stupid, so it's inconclusive on my side too.
I think
Yeah.
I've survived 1 out of 5 experiments.
Oh wow.
Yeah. A lot of road burn, but they're a good time.
Gravel rash, eh?
Yep.
Last couple of points from me. I'm gonna be buying into the record label Revival Records, and I'm hopefully gonna be putting a event on next Wednesday for all the lifers.
Oh hell yeah.
Called I think I'm gonna go for Cellfest. I probably like the most. If anyone wants any involvement with that, please feel free to just hit me up. I'd love for it to be like a little sort of festival vibe where we have like a little food van, we have like different businesses all set up around there. I'm gonna raffle off some tickets for civilians to come pull through and come join in. And it is hopefully gonna actually start to build up the music scene a little bit, which has been like very dormant for a bit too long now. So get working on that. The last thing I want to talk to you guys about, I mentioned this before I shot off, about the Department of Commerce idea. Does anyone kind of remember me mentioning that?
Yes.
Yeah, kind of.
So I think I'm gonna be going forward with the idea. Potentially, I'm still toying with it a little bit. I'll be quite honest. I had a chat with Tony. Do you know the lawyer Tony? Anyone know him?
Tony
Moreno?
Long?
Tony
Oh.
Long, yeah.
Yeah, he's the one that's currently flying the jetpack from Kyle Pratt.
Oh well,
Oh, I need
there
a
you
lawyer.
go. He hit me up recently about Securo Serv, being part of the government. obviously this is something I gave a lot of thought. I'd love to get your guys' opinion on Securo Serv being part of the government. We'd obviously have a lot different responsibilities. This goes for business owners as well. That I'd love to bring you guys on board as well as like, being part of the Department of Commerce. But the main issue would obviously be for the people who do currently have records and do continue to do crime. It may not be that plausible. So I think the best vision for me is to create the
Looking at you,
Department of
Phoebe.
Commerce as a
You, Billy, you, Billy, you, Billy.
to create the Department of Commerce as a separate thing. And anyone who's interested in the circle and outside the circle, we can bring in. But I really want to basically bring people from inside the circle, whether you're directly, an employee of Securo Serv or you're a business owner. I'd love to bring you in. So, does anyone have any thoughts, ideas, or real opinions on the concept?
So, could you just a quick like TLDR refresher what the kind of main concept is? What's the plan?
So the Department of Commerce is basically a organization which works with the government, which handles all of the business stuff within Los Santos. So essentially, I'll be quite honest, a lot of the stuff what I do on a day-to-day basis,
Yeah.
right? For the people who are interested, I'd make sure you guys are looked after financially. We get paid a set amount, and I'll make sure it's all worth our whiles. This is why I bring it up now. I think it could be quite beneficial. We'd approve businesses, we'd help out with business grants, event subsidies, and help create different opportunities for helping out the smaller guy in Los Santos. That's probably the best way to sum it up.
All right. Sounds great.
Any more questions on the concept?
When you say, sorry, I might need some clarity on Securo Serv being outside of the Department of Commerce. What do you mean? Just like it continuing as it is, but just working like closely with the Department of Commerce? Is that it?
That would probably be the best way of putting it. Realistically, we can't bring Securo. I'll keep this very blunt for business owners as well. We wouldn't be able to operate how we're operating as with our current setup being, obviously we invest in businesses and we get a percentage. We're then technically using the government's money, right? And that is corrupt as hell to do that and invest in the people's businesses, and essentially that money would then be going back to the government. It just doesn't really make much sense. So just having it as a separate thing, and then maybe having Securo Serv in a sense as a sister company is probably the best way of summing it up. But I'm still very much so toying with the concept and finalizing how I want to do it. But I think the best way of doing it is keeping Securo Serv separate. But I want your guys' opinion on it too. Like I'm very intrigued.
I don't know. I think it might be not a bad concept because it'll sort of streamline things and help things move forward faster, because instead of you having to go to someone else, you are the people that they come to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's also like would require some pretty decent transparency on our part then, to make sure that it doesn't look
I mean,
too
the
sketchy.
the whole setup would be different. Instead of us buying into businesses and realistically getting a percentage of their profits, we then just pick up a wage off the government, which will probably be a lot more. I'll be quite frank.
What I'm thinking in general, if they're still two separate entities, but there's still a lot of overlap with people working for both, that it can get a little bit messy as well.
Yeah.
But not a huge issue, I don't think.
No, I don't think it's a massive issue. I think. Yeah, I'm very much so toying with the idea, but I'll think on it some more. Anyone got any thoughts or
Well, also the thing is, if it doesn't work out, you can always go back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So I mean, it's worth it. It's worth a nudge. See how it goes. Okay, anyone else?
Unfortunately, Billy cannot stop doing crime because he's addicted. He has a
Yeah,
problem.
I'm
We're
out
trying
of
to get
that.
him help, but yeah, he
Come
won't be able to partake in
I'm actually
government
clean.
business.
I'm clean. I'm clean.
Sure thing, sure
Let me check that.
That's,
Okay, is
that's
this
all.
what we're gonna do now?
thing. When did you
Just, like,
last get
go
arrested,
through
Billy?
everything right now.
Yeah, yesterday.
Oh, clean, huh, Billy?
Yesterday.
How long's that rap sheet?
Nice.
Bro, this is nuts.
Is it that bad? I don't know. I haven't looked at it for a while.
It's not great, Billy. 9 times attempted murder of a government employee.
And this is why we're trying to get him help, okay, guys? He really needs it.
No, that all 9 of them were on
Killing
Dylan
them?
Sawyer, so it was okay.
Oh,
fair enough.
Yeah.
yeah, get him some help for that.
Helios, were you gonna say something then?
Actually, I want to help. I want to help if you're going to try.
Okay.
And it actually does tie with what I want. We are probably going to talk about later, right?
I think the best way of putting it, would people want to see it as a separate entity, or we just sort of make Securo Serv part of the government? Should we just go around in a circle and just see what people want? Is that the best way of putting it? So I can get a better gauge of what everyone wants?
Or like raise hands or whatever.
Yeah, we could do hands.
Okay. I guess
Yeah,
put...
except not quite an idea of what exactly. I don't know. Feels like we should flesh it out a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, it's very much so in its infancy. So the only reason I say don't go hands is because I think people may have reasonings and they may have different concepts. So it is up to you. Benjamin, you kick things off. We'll go around this way again, and then we'll wrap the meeting up after that.
Yeah. I mean, my vote would be to keep them separate, partially from allowing folks like the Billies and the Phoebes of the world to maintain. Like,
Excuse me.
Right. No. But also, like, to make sure that we're like maintaining ownership in some of the companies that we already have partnerships with. Because I'm not quite sure how, like, if you'd have to like buy it out or liquidate that, or like what that would really look like. So.
I don't take my word for gospel currently, because like I said, it's still in its infancy, but we'd most likely have to liquidate it.
Right. So that would be my vote for now. But
Okay.
Yeah, you said exactly what I was thinking about. I feel like there's definitely a place for, you know, something like Securo Serv that isn't super strict on like how your rap sheet is. So keeping separate would make sense for the concepts for right now.
Helios?
I'm more on the separate idea too.
Okay.
No, that's it. Whatever you do, I'm probably just going to help anyways. So.
Okay, cool.
to be fair, yeah.
Bazin, what's your thoughts?
Okay. I have no opinion.
Nice, Bazin. Good shit.
Yeah, I'm joking. My opinion is, yeah, I agree with the people that, yeah, without us, Phoebe probably will die. Alone.
Excuse
with,
me?
Nobody to help her.
Alone?
So
What?
we need to
I mean-
help.
What's
Yeah.
going on?
Oh.
Bazin?
Yeah, if they go government ways, then no one gonna fuck with you no more.
What?
That's pretty much what he's saying.
Did it just turn into a roast?
Sorry, with us.
Yeah, you're coming with me, Billy.
Billy, what's your views on it, mate?
Well, yeah, I don't fuck with Phoebe, so I'm going for government ways.
I mean,
Okay, no,
for-
okay. In all seriousness, though, I'm for the government way. I appreciate you thinking of myself and Phoebe, but I mean, we'll still be somewhat in contact with you. So, With
I
our
mean, we're not
businesses,
gonna like
so-
completely just
Yeah, that's what I
like,
mean, so
block,
it's-
block your guys' numbers
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
dump it. Like,
What? Well,
So I'm
Nice.
for the government thing just because I think it will be at least try it. I'm for at least trying it because like I said, if it doesn't work out and it's not working, then you can always go back.
Well, Billy stole my joke with the saying that I was for the government thing so that we could kick him out. So, I'm kind of devastated about that. But I mean, honestly, I kind of think separate, but then also at the same time, I do get what Billy's saying with like trying it out and see how it goes and stuff. Um, yeah, I guess it just depends how much you guys really like me. So you can make a separate vote on that when I'm not here.
fuck's sake. Eliza?
Well, there's not much I can add without retreading ground that's already been stepped upon. I would agree that having separate instances will broaden our scope. However, it could also spread people thin, so that is a potential drawback.
Victor?
So as far as I understand it, I believe it would be best to probably split the business. Maybe have like the more problematic businesses outside, and then the completely clean businesses then work together with the government.
I mean, all businesses are clean.
Officially. But yeah.
It seems very evident. I'll be honest, the whole concept of the Department of Commerce was to give everyone an opportunity to basically see what I do on a day-to-day and make more of an impact through businesses. So I'll get cooking on that and keep you guys in the loop if people are interested in it, which hopefully you guys are, because otherwise this is a bit of a waste of time bringing it up. But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything here. Hopefully the house will keep ticking over and then we can turn the space into a bit of a hub. No one's got anything further to add, then that's pretty much everything, I think, guys. So appreciate you all pulling through again.
Oh yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And welcome back, Junior.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Hands in the
Junior.
middle.
Yes, indeed.
Hands in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Fiddle with your diddle.
Don't do that. Don't
I mean,
do
sorry.
that.
It's one from back home. Sorry. I forgot.
Yeah, that's just for
I'm
HR.
sorry.
HR.
Hands in the middle.
I'll get my clipboard again.
And I don't know where we're going from here.
If I
Phoebe,
want to.
you take over.
3,
Only the
2,
tips
1.
are touchy.
Secure Serv. Secure.
Oh.
Guys.
Secure-
Okay, wait. Secure Serv on 1, 3, 2, 1.
Secure
Serv.
You're
so confused.
Oh,
I'm
nah.
gonna go.
Nah. I need to get out of here, bro. I need to go have a shower.
I'm dying of second-hand embarrassment.
Oh my god. That's your fault, Billy.
That's your fault.
Never made me do that.
You took over and it all went downhill real quick.
No. What was I meant to do?
I don't know.
Anything but that, probably. Anything. Fuck.
Have anyone seen Claudia in a week?
No, I not seen Claudia in a while.
Oh,
I haven't heard from her in ages.
yeah, I haven't told her.